Well, my buddy Jeremy and I are out here today fishing with Captain Kevin COCHRAN out of Baffin Bay. Kevin literally wrote the book on catching trophy trout, so we're excited to be out here with him. We fished with him a few times, have caught some good trout, so we're looking forward to a good time today. So far we've just picked up some reds and a little small dink trout, but we're looking to hopefully get on some good trout. This area, of course, was hit particularly hard. We're in Baffin Bay area, and from Baffin all the way down to the southern Texas coast was hit pretty hard with the freeze. So there was a lot of die-off from the fish. Today we're definitely going to be catching and releasing. And even before this trip, even before the freeze, Captain Kevin specializes in more catch and release. He'll take you out on a guided trip and let you bring some fish in, but I think he specializes in the catch and release, and certainly after the freeze, I think he's putting more emphasis on that, as are a lot of other guides. So looking forward to a really good fishing trip today, and hopefully we can get on some fish. Not a bad trout either. Woo! Run with it, boy, run with it. Oh, good fish. You may get your 20,000 league right here. Ah, damn it. He spit it. Bluetooth.
Bluetooth release. I remember that. Got it.
Oh, you got him.
He didn't come off. Away from his nasty ass.
Captain Kevin. Old Captain Kevin got him a nice nasty red. He loves him some redfish.
Now, why be tethered to the facts in our videos? Just make a fantasy.
That's right.
He's gonna come around there. Yours came at me, mine goes at you.
He sees that structure, he's after it. Hey, if the trout aren't biting, we'll take a red.
Yours was bigger. I saw your tail come out of the water.
Yeah.
It wasn't like this one. Got it all the way in there too, bro.
I was gonna say, he spit it out. Don't you say they're the small ones if they spit them out?
You have point to stick that out. I may not be able to get it out.
That's on the one knocker?
Yeah, on the one knocker.
Very nicely done. Big boy. I wish. I think that's another red too.
We're in the micro spot.
Running. See what he does now. Another red. COMPTON's got him one over there. Little small red. It's fun to fight. I'd rather be into some trout right now, but we'll take the reds. Certainly better than getting blanked. Catching them on that Z Max or whatever it is, the Shady Shad, and that's from Salt Strong. Just had a little special where they're sending out free packs. Let's see if we can revive this thing. Don't want him to die here. Come on. There you go. What you got over there? All right, so that wraps up a nice trip with Captain Kevin Cochran and my buddy Jeremy. I know I didn't get a whole lot of footage there. One of the things that I was doing is I'm testing a new 360 camera. It's actually Insta360 One X2. I'm trying to figure out a new wade fishing video setup. What I'm looking for is something that is unobtrusive while I'm wade fishing. I want to be able to enjoy the moment, and so don't want to have to be thinking about setting up the shot. One of the things I don't like about the POV on the head is there's just too much movement back and forth as people are looking around and while they're fishing, and I know a lot of people film that way. It's just not something that I prefer. I just don't like watching it. Don't like watching my own footage of that. So I think that 360 cam is going to be a good option for that. So I was testing that today. Also, being on a guided trip, I didn't want to spend too much time back and forth with the camera. Add to that the wind and the waves and all of the things that were associated with it, and it made filming pretty difficult. So other than that, we had a great trip with Captain Kevin Cochran. He is a wealth of knowledge. He's really an encyclopedia when it comes to fishing the middle Texas coast around the Baffin Bay, Corpus Christi area. This is probably the third or fourth time that I've been able to fish with both Kevin and my buddy Jeremy. Both of them are just really knowledgeable when it comes to fishing. Nobody knows that area better than Kevin COCHRAN, and then Jeremy is quite the student of fishing himself. And so when you get those two on a boat together or out in the water together, there's a wealth of knowledge that somebody like myself can learn. And one of the great things about Kevin, and one of the reasons I really like to fish with him, is he describes the setup. Every time we get to a location, he describes where we're going to be fishing, why we're going to be fishing the way we are, kind of the technique that we'll be using, what lures we'll be using, and the best way to fish them, and all of that relative to the wind conditions and the water conditions and so forth. So anytime you go out with Kevin COCHRAN, it will definitely be an educational experience. It's worth it in my book to go spend some time with that guy. And fortunately, my buddy Jeremy frequently invites me to go fish with Kevin. So I appreciate both of them. So anyway, thank you for joining me on this. Let me know what you think of the footage below from that 360 camera. Are there any other angles that you would like to see? Any other solutions that you would have to help accomplish the things that we want to with kind of a non-intrusive fishing setup, but without the shakiness of the typical POV type setups that most people use. So leave your comment down in the comment section below. I want to do a lot more fishing videos, both wade fishing and kayak fishing. We got a kayak camping trip coming up in the next couple of weeks as well, so a lot of good footage hopefully coming your way. So anyway, appreciate you joining me, and I look forward to seeing you out on the water.